time drifts away, and when your older self will look into the future, or from in the future about your film, what do you think will your older self think or feel about the film that you've made now?
I think for me personally, it's the end of something and the start of something new, because it's the end of my, it's not the end, but it's a change in my existence in the subculture of Berlin, because we've been raving a lot and we've been partying a lot, and also I wrote big parts of the film when I was still a cis gay man, and now my gender has changed, so that is also for me the end of something, and dealing with topics and working on topics that used to be very important for me and still are, but now my themes are changing and my identity is changing. So I guess it's also going to be in some way document of the life that I have lived before, even though it's not autobiographical for me, but the themes are. So yeah, I think in that sense, maybe I will look back at it as a document about the life that we used to live for many, many years.
And finally, if you look back at your film when you're older, what will your older self tell or feel about your film?
That's a good question. I think honestly, it's a very honest film, and you're not able to do so many of those movies, especially when you're younger and not quite established. So I think it's always going to have like a special place in my heart just because of that, because it's an important movie that's going to be shown at like these festivals, and like I think really opening up a space and like a part of like the Berlin club culture, the queer culture, and opening that up to like people who are maybe also not a part of it. And I think it's very important that that's happening, because it's a big part of like our world and our society as well.
Time drifts away, and sooner or later you'll be older. And when your older self looks back at your film, what do you think will your older self think about or feel about this film?
I'm mostly interested in seeing the film maybe in 20 years and seeing how the film ages, because I tried to put many things in the film that are like talking about 2023 of about nowadays, and I'm very curious like how these things will appear when you watch them from a bigger distance in time.
There